Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a new listing in my Etsy shop and I wanted to show you what it is. So as some you might remember, I mentioned in a previous video that I bought a gigantic box of these brown waxed paper bags and I was gonna sell a bunch of them because I don't need 500 bags. And so I wanted to share them with you guys. And I went through my stash of all my bags that I use for junk journaling, and I put together a whole set. And I thought that would be a great thing for a junk journaler to buy, rather than having to buy them all separately. If you want to use those, obviously. If you don't want to use them, then don't buy them. So I put together a set of different types of paper bags, and I also have a few journals or projects I want to show you where I use them, so you can get ideas on how you can use those, in case you're wondering why would you need paper bags. So these big ones, you get 10 of these. These are slightly waxed, a little bit see-through, but not too much, and they just sound really nice. And their size is about 7.5 inches wide by 10.5 inches tall. Yeah, about 10.5 inches tall. And their bottom is just straight, so it's not like a standing bag, but they have this on the side, so they're pretty big bags, and you'll get 10 of those. The next one is just a regular brown paper bag people sometimes use for a lunch or a sandwich. You get 5 of those. Their size is about 5.25 wide by about 11 inches tall. It's also like this, but this one comes with, they are like this, so you can actually stand them up when you fill them. However, if you just use them for your crafts, you probably don't care that you can do that. So 5 of those. The next one is this very transparent wax paper bag. I love these for collages because they're see-through, and they're like this, and the size is 6 inches wide by about a little more than 8.5 inches tall, and the set includes 5 of those. And then we have 3 of these little paper bags. They're like the bigger lunch paper bags that you can stand up. They're just tiny, and their size is excuse me, 3.5 inches wide by about 7.75, a little less. And you get 3 of those. And then the last ones are these little white glassine bags. I think you get them when you like buy stamps sometimes. And they're also a little transparent. And their size is 3 inches by about 6 inches. And you get 5 of those. So that's the whole set. And now I'm going to show you how I use them. Maybe it'll give you ideas if you have never used paper bags before. So for these guys, I usually like to use them just as a pocket, where you can like slide in a card or a tag, because you can see through it, which is nice. So what I used it for example, I trimmed, I just cut it off, and I created a transparent pocket. So I sewed it on a piece of paper and stuck it into my journal. And then I just put these 2 playing cards in here, so you can see what's inside, which is why I love those little glassine bags, because you're not actually covering anything up. So that was the first one. And then let me see, I think I got one in here. That's my lovely botanical journal. In here I used a whole glassine bag, and I just sewed it in half, like folded in half. So, and then I cut it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I open it up here, and I have a little journaling card in here, and you can see through it. And then on the opposite side of the little booklet, I just used the opening from the bag itself, and make a little cute little pocket in your journal. And then, okay, so that was the little glassine bags. And then these ones I love using to make pockets and tag bags, what I call them. So a tag bag is just this, when you like fold it up, and then you create a pocket. So you have a pocket right here, and you have a bigger pocket up here, and then when you glue it into your journal, you can also have a side tuck. This one I'm not gonna glue into a journal, because I also covered and decorated the back side. So this one would just go into a big pocket in a journal. Yes, and I also have those in my newest journals that I finished. Let me find one. Yeah, so here, compared to this one I actually folded up to create a pocket, because I didn't want a long bag or pocket. And for this one, I just used this as a pocket, and then I stuck this little tag in here, and then up here's a big long pocket. And then in my other journal, I also have a side tuck. I only glued it on 3 sides, and then you can put something underneath it. So that's why I love using these guys. Okay, and then, oh yeah, don't let me forget that. I also, let's see. Oh, this one is also a glassine bag. It's also transparent, so you can actually see what's in the bag. And I made 2 pockets out of one, so you can see both tags. I thought that's really pretty. And then for these ones, I usually only use these. I tear them up and I use them for collaging, because it's, like I said, it's see-through and it's a nice texture. So I don't think I have an example handy right now, but yeah, this is, let's see. I didn't use it in these collages, but that's something I would, if I had them back then, I would have used it in these collages, because you would just tear it up and then glue it over, and you can still see through. So it just adds a nice effect on your page, pockets, or collages, or whatever. Okay, so this can go. And then for these guys, I also use those in this journal. I just folded them in half, and so they create pages, and you can actually trim the bottom off, so you have a pocket here. And then on the other side, I did this paper quilt on top, but it's also a pocket, so you can put postcards, photos, letters, papers, whatever you want to store. Put it in here, and you can see it through a little bit. And I just glued some scrapbook paper on top of it. And let me see if I have an example for these bags. I'll be right back. I do have an example handy. So this is a little tiny journal I made from one of these. So you see it's at height. And I just folded it in 2/3. So when you open it, you have a pocket right here, and you can put a card in there. And then over here, this is actually, that was the bottom of the page, this part. I just put some scrapbook paper on it in a corner pocket, and then you can just stick a photo or a little card in there. And then in here, on this fold, I actually stitched in a little signature from scrapbook paper. So it's a real journal that you can write in. And then this in the middle, I just put in a pocket for another tag. So, and that's all made from one of those paper bags. And I just love crafting with paper bags. And whenever someone gives me something in a paper bag, or I see a new kind of paper bag, I have to have it. And I always save every paper bag I receive, because you never know what you can turn them into. And yeah, it's just, oh, it just feels so nice to touch. I know, I'm weird, but I admit it. Yes, I love paper. Any kind of paper, especially shiny, waxy, classy paper. So yeah, check out my Etsy store. I linked the shop in the description below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!